Hello, my name is Everett Fred, a licensed Montana real estate advisor, and in today's video I'm going to talk about 4 options that a first-time home buyer can pursue to make getting into their first piece of real estate a little bit more manageable. With today's market, first-time home buyers are at a disadvantage when they're trying to get into their first piece of real estate. And so this video is going to talk about some options that are available to make that goal a little bit more attainable. The first option is an FHA loan. An FHA loan is a loan that is insured by the Federal Housing Administration. They are not provided by the government, however, they are insured by them. This helps local lenders feel a little bit more at peace when they are lending to lower income, lower credit score individuals, as they know that their loan is going to be insured by the government. Now, what makes an FHA loan a bit more favorable to first-time home buyers? Well, their terms are a little bit more favorable. An FHA loan has a minimum down payment requirement of 3.5%, which is much better than some of the conventional requirements. Additionally, the minimum credit score requirement is 580. While an FHA loan has some positive benefits to it, there are also some things to keep in mind with it. If you do not put down enough of a down payment, mortgage insurance is required, and this is going to affect your monthly payment. Additionally, there is a specific property appraisal/inspection that the property has to go through that is over and above the normal home inspection process. And there may be some additional closing costs associated with an FHA loan. One other thing to keep in mind about FHA loans is they are not meant specifically for investment properties. One of the requirements of an FHA loan is that you must live in the property for at least 1 year. You can use an FHA loan on anything that is not considered commercial, so 4 doors or less. So you could use an FHA loan on a duplex to a quadplex. The next option is a rural/USDA loan. USDA loans are favorable for first-time homebuyers because of their terms as well. They can be a fantastic option for first-time homebuyers as they provide an easier entry into the market than other financing terms. A USDA loan requires a 0% down payment for eligible properties in certain rural areas and certain towns. These loans are guaranteed by a branch of the U.S. Department of Agriculture. The buyers, however, must meet a certain set of criteria before they are eligible to obtain these loans. As I just mentioned, the property must be in a certain area. It's got to be in a rural area or certain towns. So that's one requirement. The next requirement is the income requirement for the borrowers. The borrowers cannot make more than 115% of the county's median income. There are 3 types of USDA loans. The first is a USDA guaranteed loan. This loan is guaranteed by the USDA but not provided by them. The USDA would work in tandem with a local lender to get you access to this loan. This loan would qualify the borrower for a 0% down payment and low interest rate payments. Another bonus for this loan is that there's no PMI, private mortgage insurance. However, there are some additional fees attached. You are due a 1% loan balance fee up front, as well as a 0.35% loan balance annually. The second type of USDA loan is a USDA direct loan. These are provided directly through the USDA. These loans are specifically for low and very low income individuals who are without housing and cannot qualify for a conventional loan. The interest rate for these loans can get as low as 1% with terms up to 38 years, which is higher than the standard 30 for conventional loans. However, one drawback to these loans is that they are subject to price requirements. The home cannot exceed a certain amount. This changes depending on your area, but generally that amount is $330,000. The last type of USDA loan is a home improvement loan. These loans are to help improve your home, and there are 2 different types of home improvement offerings that they provide. There is a USDA home improvement loan and a grant. The loan caps out at $40,000, where the grant caps out at $10,000. The terms for these loans are 20 years at 1%. However, if you sell a home within 3 years of obtaining the loan, you must pay back the money. The third option is house hacking. House hacking can be a great option for first-time homebuyers looking to get into their first piece of real estate. House hacking is where you live in one side of a multifamily unit and rent out the other units, usually a duplex to a quadplex. This is attractive to first-time homebuyers as it helps reduce their mortgage amount through the rents of the other tenants. In fact, if you find the right property, the other unit's rent could cover your mortgage payment each month entirely. Additionally, house hacking could work in a single-family home. However, there would be a couple drawbacks to that. You'd have to rent out the individual rooms to make up the rent, and this means that some of the common areas may be shared and your privacy would be a little bit less. But it is still an option. As I mentioned earlier, an FHA loan can be used for a property with up to 4 units. So if you pair house hacking with an FHA loan, this could make getting your first piece of real estate all that more attainable. Option number 4 are rate buydowns. Rate buydowns are where you pay an upfront fee to reduce the amount of interest you're going to pay on your loan for the next couple years. Typically, you're going to find rate buydowns as a 3-2-1 buydown or a 2-1 buydown. A 3-2-1 buydown would take an 8% interest rate and lower it by 3% for the first year, making your effective rate 5% for that year. The next year, it would lower it by 2. The year after that, it would lower it by 1, before, on the 4th year, it reverts back to the 8% that you started at. The main advantage of a rate buydown is that it reduces your mortgage payment for the first few years of your home loan. And another benefit is that if rates drop during those first few years, you can refinance and get in at the new interest rate that is lower than your original interest rate. For all 4 of the options I discussed here today, I highly recommend you talk to a lender about these options, as they will be able to give you more specific information for your situation, and I'm not a lending professional, so they're going to know a little bit better than me. If you are in the Missoula area and you don't have a lender, I would be happy to connect you with one. I hope you enjoyed the video here today. Keep an eye out for my next video where I'm going to talk about the transactional process from the seller's side. Thank you very much for watching, and I hope you have a great day.